name is Alec and welcome to the Mavs Zone as we preview the 2012 women's soccer season. We are joined by a very special guest today to help us preview that season, Lady Mavs head coach Matt Stedman. Matt, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Last team, your Lady Mavs accomplished something that not many Lady Mavs teams have while they've been in the AMCC. You got past the first round of the AMCC championship tournament, and unfortunately ended up losing in the semifinals. But what was it like to, first of all, get over that hump to finally get past the first round, and then is that like motivation to do better this year to try and get past the next hump, which is the semifinals?
Absolutely. That is our sole motivation, is to push ourselves to eventually win the conference tournament. We have struggled in the past over time, and last year we had a good coaching staff that ended up coming in and taking over a program that was established, but had a few pieces that were missing. They could never really piece it together. The coaching staff before them did a really good job actually just kind of handing the reins over to us, so we inherited a good program. We struggled at the beginning of the year, ended up finishing 9-11 overall, but we got into the conference tournament as the 5th seed, top 6 make it, and we ended up playing Dieuville, who had beat us earlier in the year 5-0 at their place. And just the improvement on that, we stepped on the field and ended up beating them in the semifinals. And to be honest, not too many teams in the conference or any teams that have seen us play against Dieuville thought that we would have stepped on the field and beat them. So beating them was very exciting. The girls were really pumped for it, and we prepared the best we could to play Penn State Altoona. We went to their place. It was a tough travel day. A lot of circumstances came into it, but unfortunately we ended up losing to Penn State Altoona, who ended up winning the whole conference. So it wasn't that bad for us. We kind of gave us a baseline for where we need to be. We know we played them tough. We played them hard. Game got away from us a little bit. A few mistakes cost us, but we know we can improve on that. And this year, we're going to step on the field if we do play Altoona, whoever we do play, in the semifinals or the finals, and hopefully take it home.
What would you say would be the one thing that maybe was missing from last year's team that would have catapulted you to maybe winning the AMCC title last year?
I really think we were missing a dynamic scorer. All around, we were solid from front to back. From our goalkeeper all the way to our forwards, but we didn't have a different dynamic. We played a little direct, but we had the skill to play soccer. If we get somebody who maybe is a little more dynamic, 1v1, can get in behind, I think that we'll create a lot more opportunities. And if we finish those opportunities, we'll be in good hands, especially with our back four, our returning players, and the core that we have.
Last year, you guys graduated 3 seniors, Brittany DeBoll, Mama Yan, Como Mensa, and Tanisha Travis. First of all, what kind of talent or situations or stuff like that did you lose with those 3 players, and who do you expect to step up this year and take their spots?
Well, Brittany and Mama played significant minutes. They started most games for me, and Tanita was one who came off the bench and gave me good time. She didn't log as many minutes as the other 2, but she did contribute. Losing Brittany was one of our forwards last year. She was very good with the ball at her feet. She was very good 1v1, but she was a converted goalkeeper. 2 years previous, she was a starting goalkeeper who was very good. She was in contention for first team all conference in the net. So we converted her to a forward because we had a girl, Danae O'Connor, who stepped in and really impressed us. And Brittany really kind of wanted to play the field. All goalkeepers really think they're forwards at heart, and Brittany actually did a very good job for us, scored 5 goals for us and contributed that way. Mama played in the back. She contributed a ton. She was very tenacious, really hard-nosed, got stuck in, really hard tackler. But she was a converted basketball player. So she came over after not playing for 4 or 5 years and kind of said I'll give it a go. It's something I want to do, and she did. She did very well at it. Tanita got time midfield up top, contributed a lot of minutes off the bench, and really helped our girls who were logging a lot of minutes. She came in and we didn't really lose a step at all. We did bring in some new girls, got a few transfers that I'm expecting to come in right away and make an impact. Candace Kapazinski, a girl from Holland, she's a forward. I really think she's the dynamic forward that we're looking for. She's very, very good with the ball at her feet. She can go 1v1, and she's smart. With her quickness and speed, she makes good runs to put herself in situations, and hopefully with the experience that we have through our returners, we can slip her in a little bit, and she can help create and generate more scoring opportunities. In the back, we got two transfer students, Kristen Powell and Kelsey Eggert, two girls who I think will come in and make an impact right away. They're both hard-nosed, really good defenders. On top of things, they're smart players. And then on top of that, we got another converted basketball player, Jordan Kowalski, who's excellent. She's an excellent player, excellent athlete all around, and she's actually very hard. She's going to be hopefully be with us for 2 years, so we're looking for her to have a leadership role as well as playing. So, you know, we do have girls to fill in. Just we'll see what kind of production we get out of them, and we'll go from there. We'll evaluate them after we get a couple of scrimmages and practices under our belt and see where they best fit us, and hopefully it all comes together.
For the fans who maybe haven't been watching the news or something like that, what other than the graduating seniors, did you lose or gain anyone else that maybe no one knew about?
We outside of the graduating seniors, we did return what is it, nine other starters. We returned all 9 other starters besides Brittany and Mama, and with those 9 starters, they're the core. They really are, and they know my 4 captains, Joey Ruderman, Katie Botsford, Alyssa Unterborn, and Lindsay Grana, are 4 girls who I look at to be the core, to step on the field and create that leadership and pretty much generate everything from them, from their attitude, from their playing, and everybody will feed off of them. So returning them is great. We also returned Mary Booth, Dana Cryan, Bree Hyman, Megan Henshin, and Danae O'Connor, who all gave us tons of minutes last year.
I remember.
Coming off the bench, freshman last year, who was the most improved player on our team, was Rachel Meyer. Looking at her to contribute tons, a lot more than she did last year. She could potentially fall into a starting role. So looking at her, and we're also returning Liz Stark, Lauren Moan, who also gave us a lot of good minutes last year. On top of that, new freshman coming in, we have a girl named Kristen Bachman who's going to give us some time up top. She's from Alden, and I think that she's could potentially develop into a very good scorer for us. We've got a few walk-ons, Brianna Harvey, Samantha Schultz, and Kara Vogel, who were late additions, but surprisingly going to contribute as well. All around from front to back, we added a really good backup keeper in Chelsea Walker and another third keeper to get time, Donielle Oldacre. So, you know, getting time in these exhibitions is going to be key for me, but with the core there and what we're bringing in, we should be, better off than we were last year at this time.
As you look at your 2012 schedule, a lot of good games on deck for that. What one stands out to you the most as a game that, well, we have to win that, or you have it circled on your calendar as a very important game?
The Penn State Altoona game. It's our first conference game in September, September 22nd, and just knowing what happened with us last year, they beat us twice last year, and knowing where we are in progression to last year with our returners and the girls we've brought in. We circle that game because it'll make a statement for the whole conference. We were picked as preseason number 5 in the conference with Katie Botsford and Joey Ruderman were both nominated for preseason player of the year, offensive preseason player of the year, and Alyssa Unterborn and Danae O'Connor were both nominated for preseason defensive player of the year. we're returning those girls, and we've added a lot, and it makes a big statement to the rest of the conference if we step on the field and we take it to Altoona, which we expect to, but at the end of the day, you know, we need to show up and play.
All right, well, we'd like to thank you, Matt Stedman, head coach of the women's soccer team here at Medaille, for joining us here in the Mavs Zone. We'd also like to thank you, the fans, for watching this video today. Be sure to stick around and check out YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media for more videos, highlights from the Medaille Mavericks athletic season. I'm Alec Pinterpe. See you next time.